Namaste, welcome to Mandali Yoga. My name is Ryan and welcome to today's practice. Today's practice is Vinyasa flow practice, and for today's practice it would be great if you can have a block handy at the top of your mat. You may or may not need it. Before we begin, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'll be grateful for your subscription. I post two videos on a weekly basis, a flow video and a yin video, and your support gives me the motivation to continue doing what I'm doing right now. I love yoga and I like to share my passion with the world. So thank you for watching and practicing with me. We'll get started. So starting in a comfortable seat, you can choose to sit cross-legged or you can choose to sit like how I'm seated, kneeling down. Beginning to close your eyes and relaxing your shoulders. And then gently guiding attention to your breath. And with the breath today, you can choose to focus on your nostrils, observing the air as it goes in and out of the nose, or bringing attention to the expansion and contraction of your ribs. And we now take 3 deep, slow breaths. And then slowly coming back to the gentle rhythm of your breath. And before we commence the practice, a gentle body scan on how the body is feeling today. Noticing all the areas that are open and noticing any stiffness or aches and pains. One more breath here. And then softly begin to open your eyes. And from here we're going to transition into all fours. So coming onto our hands and our knees, our wrists are below the shoulders, our knees are below our hips, toes untucked. And from here, a few rounds of cat-cow. On the inhale, belly drops. On the exhale, we round the upper back. Inhale, shine your heart open. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, tailbone rises. Exhale, push the mat away. And continuing like this as we marry breath to movement. Maybe noticing the tilting of the pelvis, the glutes and the lower back. Inviting all the sensations in. And then from here, we're going to come into a flat back. On the next inhale, lift the left leg off the mat, extending it. On the exhale, extend the right hand. Now you're welcome to stay here around the upper back. Tap the right elbow to the left knee and extend. Do this 2 more times. Inhale, tap. Extend on the exhale. I have a tendency to try and talk really fast and then I just muck up my words. Right hand down, left knee down. My kids find it very annoying. On the next inhale, right leg lifts. On the exhale, left hand extends towards the front. Hips square, toes point to the earth. On the next inhale, tap the left elbow to the right knee. On the exhale, extend. Do this 2 more times. Inhale, tap. Exhale, extend. Bring the left hand down, bring the right knee down. From here, begin to fire up the core a little bit. Tuck the toes, curl them under. And then from here, lift the knees, hover them a few centimeters or millimeters off the ground. So our back remains flat and our gaze is in the space between our index fingers. 3 more breaths here. And then gently lift the hips towards the sky. From here, ripple forward into a high plank. Lower the knees to the earth, hover them, push the glutes towards your heels, and then rise up into down dog. We do this movement a few more times. Forward high plank, lower the knees, and then cycle back into down dog. Just like riding a bike. That's what I feel like when I do this. 1 more time here. And then gently begin walking your feet all the way to your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center as we fold all the way down. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Step back to high plank, please. From here, high to low plank, chaturanga, cobra or up dog will meet in down dog. On the next inhale, take the right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to the nose. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Kick it back up. Return the right foot to the mat. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to the nose. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Kick it back up. Left foot comes down. 1 more breath here. And then walk your feet all the way towards your hands. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Rise up, reach up. Hands go to the sky. Hands to heart center as we fold all the way down. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Step back to high plank, please. And from high plank, we go into chaturanga, up dog or cobra, and transition to down dog. On the next inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. On the exhale, step it through between your hands. Begin to rise up into high lunge, Ashtachandrasana. Hug the left hip to the right knee. Draw the lower belly in. Draw the ribs in. Lift and reach with your hands. Gaze straight ahead. 1 more breath here. And then from high lunge, we're going to transition to arrowhead. Sweep the hands towards the back of the room. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Look down on the floor. And your forehead is going to be above the toes or slightly past it. We're going to draw the lower belly away from the inner thigh. 1 more breath here. And then from here, we're going to transition to warrior 3. So lift the left leg off the mat. Square the hips. Toes point to the floor. Hands continue to point towards the back of the room. This is where your block is handy. If you like to place your hands on a block, go ahead, place the hands on the block at the right height for you. And then from here, we sit in chair pose. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Utkatasana. Now looking down, if the toes are not visible, push the hips to the back of the mat. One more breath here. And then we begin to rise. Straighten the legs. Dancer's pose. Bend the left knee, grab hold of the inside or outside of the left foot with your left hand. Index finger touches the thumb on the right hand. Lean forward into dancer's pose. Gaze at one spot on the floor. Let's come back to center. And then slowly let the foot go. Don't land it yet. We're going to land it to the back of the mat at a 45-degree angle. Arrive in warrior one. Right knee above the right ankle. Hip square towards the front. One more breath here. And now let's straighten the front knee and then transition to triangle pose. Right hand in front of the right shin. Left hand towards the sky. Now gaze in triangle pose either to the left hand side or to the fingertips of the left hand. You choose. One more breath here. And then we're going to get all toes to face the front. Transition to pyramid pose. And once again, if you like to use a block, place the block under your Achilles on the right hand side. Otherwise, fingertips or palms on the floor. One more breath here. Bend the front knee. Step back to a high plank, please. And then we flow or go straight back to down dog. If you don't want to go through chaturanga and up dog, you're welcome to straightaway transition into down dog. Unclench the jaw, soften the muscles in your face. 2 breaths here. On the next inhale, left leg flies to the sky. On the exhale, step it through between your hands. Gaze straight ahead. Rise up into high lunge. Draw the rib cage in. Lift and reach with your fingertips. And the left knee is above the left ankle. 2 more breaths here. On the next inhale, let's sweep the hands back towards the back of the mat. Think of a diagonal line from the base of your skull all the way down to your right Achilles. And gaze at one spot on the floor. We want to continue to draw the lower belly away from the inner thigh. One more breath here. And then lift the right leg, let it fly. Either the hands on the block below the eyes or hands sweep towards the back of the room. Palms face the floor. One more breath here. I nearly fell over there. Talking and balancing is not easy. And then right foot next to the left. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Two more breaths here. And then begin to stand. We do dancer's pose on the other side, Natarajasana. Bend the right knee, grab hold of the right foot with the right hand inside or outside. Index finger touches the thumb on the left hand, and then we begin to lean forward. One more breath here. And then let the leg go. Step it to the back of the mat at a 45-degree angle. Hands go to the sky. Left knee arrives above the left ankle. Square the hips towards the front. Left hip back, right hip forward. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. One more breath here. And now let's transition to triangle pose. Left hand in front of the left shin. Right hand to the sky. Gaze to the fingertips of the right hand or towards the right hand side of the room. You choose. One more breath here. And let's transition to pyramid pose. And once again, you can choose where your hands go. Either the fingertips on the mat or the hands on a block. Maybe you're someone who's very flexible and you can place your palms all the way down. I'm still working on it. I'm not there yet. One more breath here. And then return the left knee above the left ankle. Step back to high plank, and then we flow high to low plank, cobra or up dog. Meet in down dog. And just for a few breaths, let's take child's pose. Big toes will touch, knees can be as wide as the mat, as the forehead reaches the mat. There's always something to work on in yoga, no matter where you are on your journey. One more breath here. And then let's come into down dog. And keeping the block close by, we're going to need the block in this sequence. Again, you may not need it if you've got a very deep lizard pose or lizard lunge pose in your practice. On the inhale, right leg to the sky. On the exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick it back up. Knee to the nose. Step the foot through between your hands. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. Let the hands go towards the sky. Now you're welcome to stay here in low lunge, or you can take a back bend. Interlace the fingers behind the lower back. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Shine your heart open to the ceiling or towards the sky if you are practicing outside. One more breath here. And then from here, half monkey stretch. Fingertips frame the right foot. We're going to extend the right leg, stack the left hip above the left knee. Again, you can use blocks here. If the hands don't reach the floor easily, you can place a block under the right Achilles. One more breath here. Now from here, we're going to return the right foot to the mat and come into a lizard lunge. Right hand on the inside of the right foot, left hand on the floor. Bringing the block with us, placing the left forearm on the block. If it reaches the floor, go for it. Open the right knee out, roll onto the outer edge of the right foot and take the right hand to the sky. Once again, you choose your gaze, look to the right hand side or the fingertips of your right hand. One more breath here. Let's bring the right hand down, right foot down. And then from here, we're going to go into a side plank. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Right foot stacks on top of the left. Right hand goes towards the sky. One more breath here. And let's come into a high plank. And then we flow or go straight to down dog. One more breath here. On the inhale, left leg goes to the sky. On the exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow or close enough is good enough. Kick the leg back up. Knee to the nose. Step the foot through between your hands. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. Let the hands go towards the sky. And then you're welcome to interlace the fingers on this side behind your lower back and take a back bend. Go as deep as you want or as shallow as you like. Release the hands and then transition to half monkey stretch. Extend the left leg, right hip above the right knee. Maybe the palms on the floor, maybe the fingertips on the floor. Maybe the hands on the block today. Wherever you are, every day is different for yoga. One more breath here. Return the left foot to the mat. Left hand on the inside of the left foot. Now again, you're welcome to use the block. Right forearm goes on the block. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot so the left knee drops out. Left hand peels to the sky. And you can look to the left hand side or gaze can be lifted towards the fingertips of the left hand. One more breath here. And then we're going to bring the left hand down, set the block aside, transition to side plank. Roll on to the outer edge of the right foot. Left foot on top of the right. Left hand reaches for the sky. Now continue to push this left hip towards the ceiling. Don't let it sag down. One more breath here. And then transition to high plank. And then we flow high to low plank, cobra or up dog. We'll meet in down dog. From here, pigeon pose. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee behind the right wrist. Untuck the left toes. Now stay upright, or you're welcome to fold all the way down. Walk your hands away from you, so you may end up on your elbows, or maybe the forehead reaches the floor. Coming back up, back to center. Tuck the toes from the left leg, lift the left knee, engaging that quad. Pull the right knee into the chest, step back, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, left knee behind the left wrist. Untuck the toes. Stay upright or fold all the way down. This side might be different to the other side of the body, honoring that. Slowly coming back up. And let's swing both legs towards the front, rolling onto the outer edge of your left glute and leg swing forward. And then our first seated pose is Janu Shirshasana. So bring the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. And then we're going to fold the chest over the right knee. Now, if the hands don't reach the foot, don't stress. Place your hands by the either side of the right shin. And if your hands reach the outer edges of the feet, of the foot, please go forward. Let it all go. Straighten the spine. Pick up this left foot. Place the left ankle on the outside of the right knee. Right hand wraps around the left knee. Left hand goes back. Half Lord of the Fishes. That's the name of the pose. One more breath here. And then slowly come back to center. Extend the left leg. We're going to do it on the other side. So right foot on the inside of the left leg. Sit tall first. And then our sit bones are grounded. We roll forward. Hands on either side of the left leg. Or wrap around the outer edges of the foot. Begin to straighten the spine. Take the right ankle and place it outside the left knee. Left hand wraps around the right knee, right hand goes back. Ardha Matsya Indra Asana on this side. One more breath here. Let's come back to center. Extend the right leg, please. And then begin to lie down on the mat. Hands come by your side, palms on the floor. Bend the knees. We're going to set up for bridge pose. Notice if you can brush the back of your heels with your fingertips. Yeah, very good. From here, hands by your side. Now on the next inhale, we're going to press into the palms and the heels. And then we're going to lift the hips towards the sky. Engaging the glutes so there's no pressure on the lower back. And then slowly begin to come back one vertebra at a time. Stay here for an inhale and exhale. And then we're going to go again. On the next inhale, scoop the tailbone under. Raise the pelvis towards the sky. Let the back of the head rest gently on the mat. Chin slightly tucked in, but yet away from the chest. We don't want any pressure on the cervical spine. One more breath here, please. And then slowly come back all the way down. Hug the left knee into the chest. Right leg goes long. Right hand guides the left knee to the right hand side, left hand comes out. Gaze over the left shoulder, or you can look towards the ceiling, you choose. Coming back to center, hugging both knees into the chest. Hold on to the right knee and then left leg extends on the mat. Take the left hand and let it guide the right knee to the left hand side. Right hand comes out, gaze over the right shoulder or towards the ceiling. And then coming back to center again, hugging both knees into the chest. One last pose, happy baby. So reaching for the outer edges of the feet from the inside of the knees. Lower your sacrum or lower back onto the mat. And we're trying to pull the knees towards the armpits and the feet are slightly kicking into the hands. Maybe gently rock from side to side if that feels good. I really enjoy doing happy baby. And then letting it go. Legs come long on the mat. Let the feet find the corners of the mat. Yeah. Hands come by your side. Palms face the ceiling. Closing the eyes for Shavasana. I will wake you up when it's time. Making gentle movements with your fingers and your toes. And then rolling over to your favorite side. Using your arm as a cushion under your ear. And with your eyes closed, slowly coming up into a seat. Bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra, thumbs press against the sternum. One soft inhale, one soft exhale. Bring the thumbs to third eye center, to our lips, and back to our hearts. From my heart to yours, Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing with me. Wherever you are in the world today, have a great morning, amazing afternoon, or an awesome night. I will see you soon on the mat. Namaste.